Hi, what's up? My name is Abela Dragumi, and I want to welcome you to a new episode of Shaking Tables podcast. On the last two episodes, you niggas said that I was too. What's the word now? I was too serious. The topics were too passionate. Some even came from my head. Some insulted me. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna take all of that. So today we've come with something rather laid back, right? With a very very fast forward thinker. Here on today's episode, I present to you Enebi Atuluko. Please, Enebi is a product manager extraordinaire. He works in the OAP space. Not as a speaker, because he doesn't know how to talk. His mouth already is bad. The word of his mouth is bad. But like
I work in the finance space too.
Yeah, he's a finance bro too. So yeah, see all the people I used to bring. You people should clock, build them. I used to build them before they come. They used to pay money for slot. So you think that's why you're not here and he's here? I'm joking.
Okay.
Let's introduce yourself.
Hi, good evening everybody. My name is Enebi Atuluko.
Solomon.
Solomon, yes.
Solo for short.
And I'm a project manager. I presently work at Parthian Partners. I'm their graduate tech trainee. What else? I'm a tattooed man in my village. Yeah. I have like 7 betrothed women I was supposed to marry. I escaped from them. That's why I'm in Lagos. I'm just joking. But yeah, I like talking. I like giving my opinions. I tweet a lot. And Adura has probably seen
Banger boys.
Yeah, very stupid. But yeah, like I tweet a lot. I talk. I like to say my mind. So
let's see your mind today.
This is a great opportunity. And I like to tackle this fucker they call Abiola. So
you didn't just insult me. You insult my mother too. I don't die.
Sorry, called Adura.
Okay.
So I no opportunity to slander Adura. Will I
wake me up
off?
by 5 a.m. We are up and active.
Any opportunity to slander Adura, bro, I'm up.
Don't worry. One day we'll record that. Maybe me, you, and Derry will record that.
Oh yes.
Emotions versus
yes,
logic.
And I'll be there to be the umpire.
We had a full blown fucking conversation about how emotions.
Have you even read the article where he was?
Have you guys read the article?
He was doing explanation and copium. I'm not trying to defend my point. Proceeds to defend his point. I was laughing the entire time, bro.
But that's the point, though. But enough said. Let's talk about why would anybody lead a conversation by saying, "Oh, you are not special"? What does that mean? Why would you? Are you trying to say that people are not special? Are you trying to say that, oh, we don't care about humanity? And far from that. Like I said earlier, Nigerians have a main character energy, an energy that is both inspiring and scary. It is inspiring in the sense that it makes us think that we can dare to achieve, and you have to be crazy to think you can do something. And then when you are crazy, then you do it, and then you get it. That's not what we're talking about here today. We're talking about the dark side that people don't talk about, which is when you think you are the main character, you think you are really special. But to be honest, like a wise man once said, like a machine man once said, you are not all that. Enemy side of my jokes. But so yeah. Now let me do a bit of this deconstruction. I'll start by saying this. I think us Nigerians, we're too poor a country to be as classist as we are. I'll say that again. We're too poor to be this classist as Nigerians, right? You see, Nigerians have opinions and stand on said opinions with their chests. And like, oh, you are not supposed to be spending the currency like that. Do you really have that much of that currency? Like, oh, you want to buy a sports car? We talked about this on the last episode. Oh, you feel like, oh, sports, and this is
funny because you said that.
That's why I want to shoot myself in the leg. That's what I was about to say.
I want to shoot you first. Give me the gun.
Big color.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was gonna say that. Oh, why would you think that you're really all that? Essentially, now this is not to say that every human is not special in their own way, and we don't have our own point. But I genuinely am of the opinion that Nigeria has how many how many states? 56? Oh, no,
36.
36. And then we have 54 countries in the African continent.
Yeah.
Now, Lagos is just one of 36. Nigeria is one of 54. Personally, I've realized that whenever I take a trip outside of Nigeria, sorry, you guys, wait, you guys don't believe in me? Come on. Whenever, okay, I stand on my word, even if it is a backyard country I've been to. Whenever I take a trip outside of basically Lagos, it could be outside of Nigeria or not, but whenever I take a trip outside of Lagos, I realize that there's a whole world outside of me. Like, first time I went to the East, English was not the first spoken language, and it was insane.
What took you to the East, if I may ask?
It was
I'm
I'm actually serving my nation, my beautiful, wonderful country.
Also, they posted it to the East.
Yeah,
Abia. Okay, that's cool.
So again, me saying this is not to say, oh, you are not special or anybody. I'm not gunning for anybody's uniqueness as a human being. I'm only saying that the the overachievers that we have, or the overachievers mentality that we have, we need to tone it down a bit. Now, let's break it down, right? I give an example. We are quick to dismiss tonalities. Let's look at some tonalities, for example. If somebody says something in a particular language, the average Nigerian will look at them and be like, this person is uneducated. Now, it could be in deep Yoruba. You could have Oduduwa saying hi through your intonation. It could be in Igbo. It could be in Urobo. It could be like, as long as this person speaks English, but you sense a tone of accent in there. But bust your head. Why is it that, you can come in here, why is it that we find French sexy, we find Spanish feisty, we find Italian respectful, same English that they'll speak, same accent? And I think it's as a result of the closed-mindedness that we have in this country. We are not open to experience other experiences, and so we think the world revolves around us.
I won't lie, I would say that one of the most insane reasons why a talking stage ended for me is because, yeah, man, the babes, like, I'm not gonna lie, like,
I'm here for the gist.
The Oduduwa was heavy in the accent, man. Like,
say how did
you know, like, listen, I'm okay with occasional slip ups, man. Like, that's guy were like, good evening, you know, you know, bro. Hello, you know, and it was killing me, man.
You need to meet Hanat. Hanat is my official co-host.
Okay.
She's a very beautiful, smart, intellectual, wonderful woman.
Okay, that's good.
But you were.
And is this you trying to hook me up?
Ew, what? No, you can't even. You can't even. You, not her. She's my guy. You're also my guy too, sure, but
so what? Your guys can't date. Okay, that's not the topic. But yeah, the same reason why I stopped it. Yeah, the H factor, man. Like, every time she sent me a voice note, I'll just wake up for the morning and say, God, why? I tried,
was
man.
she not beautiful?
Not beautiful enough for me to forgive that. I'll tell you that for sure. And I won't lie, I was actually just trying to beat, man. Like, I was trying to smash. So, and yeah, like, I didn't see this going anywhere, you know. So, yeah, but it's an insane reason. But at the time, I was 19. Okay, like now, I would sort of give
grace.
Yeah, especially because I know that I've met a shit ton of intelligent people who, it's not by accident, man. I've met stupid people who speak well. I know a bunch of stupid people that speak well. But now, like, definitely things have changed over the course of, like, me working professionally in the office. The smartest people in the department are the ones that have the worst hate factor. My boss, like my direct like boss at the NGO I worked in, she was smart, you know, and it's not how she spoke that was how we judged it. You could just tell that she was smart. She knew her stuff. And so in real life, these things don't matter when you deal with daily people. But at the same time, I get what you're saying. I think there's a way you speak. Like for me, for example, because I sort of lived in another country, when they hear me speak, people tell me, I like the way you talk, I like your command of English. And sometimes I use that shit gasses me up, bro. But I won't lie, it's not a measure of intelligence, because why? There's always a bunch of people smarter than me in that office, and it's just my ability to speak that may differentiate me from other people. But then people that do the groundwork, they don't speak well English. So it's like, I think it's rooted in, first of all, we are, Africans, and then as Nigerian, the colonial mindset, there's a measure of what good English looks like because of the kind of education we get. Our curriculum was designed British. So if you look at like old clips from like the 60s, you hear Tafawa Balewa's voice. He sounds like he's on BBC Radio. You hear, Ahmadu Bello's voice. They sound like they're on BBC Radio. We had education reflective of our colonial masters. So we tried as much as possible. Even the colonies that were assimilated by the French, they tried to be French people so badly because of the quality of the education they got. So it's a thing, man. Even in and so because I've dealt with upper class Nigerians and the circles I've been in, in the circles they're in, you hear the pretentiousness when they're talking. We're talking the capital market. We're about to expand to England. I just got back from the country, and it's just like, my home in the Hamptons. When are we going to next? It's that pretentiousness, man. And it's crazy because all this fucking classism in Ikoyi, they say, meet me at Wolverton Road, and I'm like, you look at the Bodilon Road. It's like there are poor people amongst the massive houses. You look at Alakicha's residence, the gutter is smelly. A whole Alakicha, look at the Folaweyos, the gutter in front of by Heber's crib, man. If you look, the gutters there smell badly. So it's like,
so why then do we
live in this much pretentiousness of opulence where you go for a dinner party, everybody's
let's talk about the image that young Nigerians are trying to paint Nigeria. 30 December, or show promoters bring in international artists, and then they show there's this image. I hate every second of come to Nigeria. 30 December is brilliant. It's good. It's beautiful. Nigeria is not that as bad as it is bad.
No, but here's my thing with it. I don't mind that we want to bring foreigners.
It's pretentious, though.
No, it's not pretentious.
It is very pretentious.
Here's what
hold on. We're painting Nigeria as a fairy tale tourist. We're painting Nigeria as though it's a why.
So
it's fucking Nigeria.
So here's my thing. My thing is this. I think that let's circle back to the point. I think for 30 December's case, I get the point of it. It's a huge entertainment investment. You don't want to know the amount of money that Lagos State took.
Yeah, I actually know.
Last year. Exactly.
We had the figures.
But here's the thing about it, right? I do not think that the clubs are an authentic Nigerian experience, or just going out to dine at the beach is authentic.
Exactly.
So with white people, one thing I've noticed is, and I've had a bunch of foreigners come over, they want the authentic places. They want to go to the beer parlors. They want to be like Anthony Bourdain, for example. He went to Lagos. He used to travel. He's dead now. He used to travel around the world and try different menus. And when he came to Lagos, he wasn't looking for the high-end places. Nigga, you don't come to Lagos to eat linguine pasta. You eat that shit in Italy. I don't fucking expect somebody named Camoru to prepare linguine pasta better than a man named Vitocci. He's fucking Italian. So the point is, I think the narrative we sell to foreigners is, come, we have the same thing you have over there. That's not the point. It's the authentic Nigerian experience.
So how then do we
take them to places that have culture. We have the Randall Center that has the Yoruba thing. Take them there.
How then do we capture and preserve those cultures when we are... okay, so think of it like this, right? There's something that when I tell people who try to be like someone else, if you're trying to be like someone else, you're wasting yourself.
Yeah.
So now, also, how then do you capture the essence of Nigeria, where we have bare people interested in its roots?
And that's what we said. We need more. We need more proper, authentic storytellers. We don't have that in this country.
What's your brain? Every Nigerian character, cartoon, was inauthentic until I think was it Iwaju or there's a new series.
Yeah,
Not even
the
Iwaju.
Disney-
Not even Iwaju. There's a new one that is out. Like it's like a series. I've forgotten the name. Like we have no actual depiction of animation of Nigeria's. Like every depiction of Nigeria or Nigerians abroad, Lagos. I'm like, bro, it's not that hard. It's fucking Lagos. Lagos.
And I also think there are other places apart from Lagos, which leads me to the next point. The problem is that we let Lagos people define the Nigerian experience. And so,
yeah, true that.
Especially when
Lagos is one of 34,
circling back to the topic, we're 36 states, we have over how many languages that have even gone extinct right now. I know this as somebody from a minority tribe. You don't know how it fucking feels every time I pronounce my name to somebody. And
what tribe?
I'm Igala. You know,
how many Igala people have you met in your life? Quite a few.
Quite a few, yeah,
Really?
yeah. But
you're the first though.
yeah, but the thing is that when you meet them, there's a sort of dismissiveness. They'll tell you,
you're not part of the big three.
You're not central now.
You're not whiskey. You're not Davido. You're not Burna Boy.
They'll tell you, and because I'll say I'm not central, they say you're Hausa now. I don't understand which one is the gala. You're Hausa. Don't stress me. And I get it, and it fucking annoys me because it's like, who the fuck do you think you are? Okay, I get it. You're part of the big three and all that, but like it's like they're a bunch of other tribes, and so we are very small-minded. Lagos is like. It defines the whole of Nigeria for us. It's like beyond Lagos, we can't do anything. And that's why when you tell them Lagos is smelly, they'll tell you, hey, go back to your state now. I'm like, oh, really? Gladly, bro. Like if Cookie State was working, bro, and there were things there would be no reason why anybody wants to be in Lagos. And so the problem is that we do not see realities beyond that one. And that's why we get very classist. That's why we say stuff like, there's no fine dining in this. They're like, bro, first of all, look at the states. Look at the GDP. It's like, you really think fine dining is their business? It's like you going to the north and expecting to see an Italian restaurant. You think niggas will kind of give a fuck about pasta bolognese? Bro, man, give them to a chicken farm and they'll be good. Bolo waiting, bro. Bolognese. You think like, so there are so many realities that people live in, and if you don't go around the country, you won't understand it. And so for Lagos people, sometimes they're too in their head. All they know is Lekki and brown water. Like,
bro, actually that's too fucking real. I was so surprised when
and also there is also a narrative even within. The problem with classism, there's always a divide. There's a divide, so there's mainland classism and then island classism. Like somebody telling me, we don't have. I'm like, the mainland, what's the difference, bro? Ikeja, and I say this anyway, quote me if I'm wrong, Ikeja is a way better estate, a residential area, than part of Banana Island. I promise you. I'm not saying this because I'm trying to be. I've been to both ends consistently. I can tell you this for a fact. Like, the mainland reserved areas are the real reserved areas. Whatever you do on the island, man, it's for the newly rich niggas, and that's fine. But it's like, we like this pretension of, the island is better because it's closer to things. Like, bro, nobody gives a fuck, man. And so we divide, even in that mainland island division, even in the mainland, somebody tell you, if you live in like Ikpaja, I'm guilty of this. I had an ex that lived in what's that place?
What are you waiting? You just they get ex, but boy,
what
are you doing with women?
I had an ex that lived in Igondo, man, and that was
Igondo.
And yes,
I haven't.
My first perspective was that was too far, and so I just realized that I'd never left beyond.
Yeah, whenever I told anybody that I stayed in Abulegba, I have to first say Yanokwaja, so that people can understand.
Side opinion: the baddest bitches live in the hinterland. I'm sorry, like if you're drunk running around the Gudu, it's now that there are women. Back in the days, man, you run around there still 20 times. You won't see any fine babe. Meanwhile, if you enter Yaba like this, enter Abulegba, enter those ends, you see the love of your life. And that's the problem. We're small-minded. You think you love your life is in Lekki, Logolo. There's nothing there, bro. Like, you go to and all the baddest, they live in the hinterland. You have to find them. Like, every time you talk to a babe, you find her address. I'm like, why do I have to travel to come and see you? What do you mean by I live in Ikorodu?
I live in Ijoko.
I live in Ijoko.
I live in Akute.
because you are worth this, man. I'm coming here. You know, so yeah, but there's a divide, even like so between classes that it never ends. We keep sectionalizing it. Okay, even within the rich people, they tell you that like you think within there's classism now. If you're not a centimillionaire, you're a 10 millionaire, you're this. If you don't have shares, they're like there's always classism, man. So for me, when I grew up, right, like I got in a society where I got exposed to lower class, middle class, and then like insanely wealthy ass people.
And something that I've realized, and let me just quickly interrupt you here. Something I've realized about, and I don't know how accurate this is because I haven't been, but from what I've seen, you are either middle class. It's not even middle class. You're either okay abroad or you're extremely rich. There is no like hierarchy. You're either earning enough to survive, and the word is not survive, but like earning enough to get by, and you can afford some luxuries that
there is definitely like there is middle class, there's upper middle class. And
really?
Yeah.
How so?
It's because here's the thing, America
is it back in the day or right now?
No, right now, your class of wealth is determined by how much you make, so you can see the figures. Your upper middle class, if you're like so $500,000 up onto like the million range, then middle class is like you make 300.
The super rich is
then
Elon.
Super rich. That's definitely Elon. Like it's way upper. So there's different grades to it.
Okay, I stand corrected.
So the middle class definitely exists. So it's then there's lower middle class. Lower middle class is when you say you earn enough to get by, and then there's poor, you can't get by. That's like the lower class. There's definitely like no in America it's different. Nigeria's case is, bro, it's either you are rich or you are poor, man. And then under the poverty is like you're not so poor, then there's you are very poor, and so
and even that you are rich gone, you are rich as per you are one sickness away from being poor.
Yeah, like so even your wealth is like okay, if they close like EFCC can just wake up and close your business today and you come and join us. Like that's
say na come and join us. Say na you and who be us.
like that's what it is. As I was saying, like in the circles I grew up in, like you could definitely tell they judge the students that went to America on scholarship different from those that went to UK because their parents paid from scratch. Like it's always a thing. So it never ends. And the problem is there's something deliberate to be said. There are no elites in this country.
That guy that has I won't call him guy.
And he's my favorite personality in this country. There are no elites in this country. You know why? They are just concerned with vapid stacking of wealth. What are their claims? Their children have second passports. There is a country with proper elites don't pride themselves in having second passports. You won't see in a country like America Elon Musk boasting that he has a second passport. Bill Gates boasting that he has a second passport. But on this side of things, that's what we boast about. We boast about being close to those in God. Check our events. It doesn't pass. They invite 5 governors. They invite 5. They get divided. Like our measure of what is an elite event is the amount of political classes that are there. And even for like every aspiring big man in this country, all we want to do is be able to afford police escorts.
Yeah.
And drive Prado. And then they do that stupid social media video where they play background song. Guy has a very big God. Somebody will come and open the door for them.
What?
That's the dream of every regular person in this country. It's just to have
that's not my dream.
I'm saying for those who do not understand that there's life beyond.
Oh, okay.
Our classism is rooted in absolute senselessness. Like it's just we just want to dress nice, pose as Oga, have police open the door for us, carry our bag. Like we don't. Our dreams aren't okay. You want to live in a nice place. You want your children to leave the country, have second passports, have second degree, and have this degree. Our dreams aren't. So, the amount of rich people we have in this country that are actually invested in proper things, aren't a lot. You see in America, there are rich people that buy different arms of the media. There are left-wing billionaires. There are right-wing billionaires. It makes, those are elites. They have proper interests. So even with our level of politicking and corruption, it's lower class. You know why? Because we're not politicking for past $500,000. Have you watched the FIFA story?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I can't say the man's name, but here's the thing: the former NFF president, they were sharing bribes. Sepp Blatter was sharing bribes, and the people asked for different things. Sepp Blatter asked for a stadium to be built in his contract for FIFA to host the World, Brazil to host the World Cup in 2014.
Mm-hmm.
As part of the agreement, it was that okay, his company would handle the construction of the stadium. You know how much they made from that shit? That's proper corruption. You know what our dear African and everyone, you know what they asked for? $60,000. That was all. $60,000. That's all he asked for.
So what I'm hearing, and I have to interrupt you here, is, and I need to put it out there, I'm not saying that Nigerian politicians are, corrupt or far from that. This is not about politics.
Yeah,
this is about. I am not saying that they are. I'm not saying that they're not.
Allegedly.
What I am saying.
Allegedly.
What I'm saying is, Siba, we are small-minded as a country, as a people, and we need to start to think big. This affects me personally as a creative because I hate that I know that I'm undercharging. I'm doing people a favor by charging, because when somebody tells me that they charge $5,000 for a website, I saw something with ID. We were looking at a popular Nigerian's agency's pricing, and they charge $5,000 per week. Bro, they have client too, so it's not that they're per week. And I think an average period duration of a project is 3 months to the months.
Yeah, I mean.
By the way, this is normal price for global standard. This is not Nigerian's price. Mm-hmm. But the sad part is, somebody will come and meet me and tell me do 100k for website, and I'm going to look at you. Now I've come along. Now, and the worst case is, and this is the thing about all those LinkedIn jobs. Worst case is they'll put an unpaid internship position, and you see that 500 people have applied. Like, what's going on here? Don't we have? And does it go back to people just wanting to have money to buy what to eat and survive, and not seeing the worth of what they actually doing?
Classes were ridiculously poor. Also, you have to think about it this way: when you put your price at 5,000, how many customers do you get?
Very little.
Exactly. That's the problem. The problem with the Nigerian market space is that people aren't willing to pay value for money, and that's why a recruiter can boldly come and tweet that she was going to give a mid-level manager 200k, courtesy of a MacBook and iPhone 15. It's the case. For a country that is classist, we are extremely poor.
So how then can we start to be? I think, okay, now we've visibly pointed what the problem is, that we need to think big, that we need to stop shaming people and their wins, right? We are really not all that. I don't want this episode to end on a negative note as though we are talking down on Nigerians. I am of the opinion that on this particular episode, the aim is not to belittle you and tell you that you are insignificant. The aim is to open your eyes that there's a world outside of yourself. There's a world outside of Ikorodu. There's a world outside of Lagos. Every once in a while.
God, I don't want to die, no good man.
Bro, every once in a while, if you can, intentionally put yourself in a different environment. This could be intentionally saying, okay, guys, if I make you just go and make you blow one. That is if you have you have the money for it. If your money is, I want to leave Ikorodu and go to Ogudu.
Also, a big way to expand your mindset is volunteer with an NGO. Now, in my experience in the NGO sector, traveling around Lagos opened my eyes to it. The first time I went to Mushi, I'd never seen that amount of people smoke that much marijuana in my life. These people, they were people I can't count, bro. Listen, let me tell you something. You know when you think When you walk through Ojota, you see small hope now. There are people that are coming back from work. When you go to that area, there's no hope. There's no business. There's no economy. Some people do POS and but then there's some of their guys just selling drugs, man, right in front of you. Like there is no hope. There are girls where their boyfriends know that the girls are selling their bodies. Like when you get to areas like that, your classism, you won't be too scared to class them. Your classism will go. Like I was just upset when I got back home because that's just traumatizing to see, man. Like genuinely no hope, man. Like the guys aren't. Nobody's going out and coming back.
We really need to be renewed.
So the thing about it is
that
if you want to do
angle.
stuff, join a volunteer movement. Be part of something
Bigger than yourself.
Yeah, you will see something, and then you come back and have to think about it. That almost really speaking, even this Lagos is not all that. You know, like go to the parts of Lagos, go to the slums. It's not all that, man. I've been to Makoko like 3 times, and every time I go there, bro, guy. You know, the first
this
time
is the same Lagos that everybody's saying come to this December for.
And so what pains me about that place is the fact that NGOs have used that place to collect a shit ton of money that hasn't been accounted for.
Was it Speed or Kai that he said that I'm not saying that he said that he raised money to build a school. So
I would like to give him the benefit of that the money is going to get there. They're building his floating school. I know the person on Twitter that he partnered with. So on that part, I can't really speak on that. But in general, bro, hey, lately, you have people that collected money for Marco Gold and never did shit till today, and they love that poverty bond. They snap them with their naked bellies, put oil on their mouths. You know, it's poverty porn, yeah. And so, yeah, like you go.
Poverty porn is insane.
So you go to those places, man. The first day I went there, when I came back home, I had tears in my eyes, man. It's that serious. Do you know the thing that's fucking serious about that place? They are a registered part of Yaba. There are people indigenous to Yaba. It's not like the government doesn't know they don't exist, bro. They are just there. You know, so when you see something bigger than yourself, the classism goes. When you see people that are doing things regardless of their limitations, when you hear accents of people that are doing stuff, it goes.
So it's insane that the answer to the problem is what companies offer creative for free. Exposure. The answer to our problem is.
But here's my personal opinion. I don't think it's ever go away. You know why?
Why?
Because we are not mentally emancipated from we don't have an authentic. Okay, what is a we don't hesitate. Like there's an American way of doing things. There's a British way of doing things. There's a way that's natural to the natives. We don't have a Nigerian identity.
Something that I clocked earlier is there's no such thing as a Nigerian dream.
Nigerian dream is to leave the country now,
and that's sad.
Canada in Jesus' name.
that's
you know, so we don't have things that, you know why. Also, the fact that we are so tribal, our interests are different. Guys, we cannot agree that Lagos is smelling because, no offense to our Eko brothers and our Yoruba people, but they were so defensive. Go back to your land. There's any place in the East develop. The fact that we cannot nationally agree that things aren't going well because people want to have tribal interests is a reflection of how low our society is. So because we don't have a Nigerian central identity, we are always going to take our sense of understanding of what decency is from the West. So I don't think it's going to change because
I did not intend for this conversation to be as political as it has gotten. I was hoping to approach this from the angle of Nigerians waking up to a world outside of themselves. I am not, however, sad. The word is not sad. I'm looking for the word. Help me out. I'm not.
You're not disappointed.
The word is not disappointed because to me that I've appointed you. I'm not. Let me just go with disappointment for lack of better words, I'm not disappointed that he went there because we're able to call on specific environment and specific conversation to help drive our points home. Look here. I need you to do something after this conversation. Zoom out. Think of your life and pinch a bit. You exist. If you pinch a bit, you have your family. If you pinch outside of your family, you have your environment. For example, Ikeja. You pinch outside a bit, you see you are in Lagos. You pinch outside a bit, you are in Nigeria. You pinch outside a bit, you are in Africa. You pinch outside a bit, you are on one side of you are a speck looking from an aerial view. Why not just think a little, just a little bigger? Now, the problem might not be, you have nobody in your market. Start to think that you are in a global market. You have something that you are listening or watching us on. Don't you? So please, again, this is not a political jab. It's a call to rise as individuals, as young people, to take up innovation, wake up to reality.
Okay, one last point here. I think there's a part of this we didn't address when you say you're not that special, and I'll say this to the shorties and the girls out there that all these your useless tweets. I don't chase, I attract. Money looks good on me, money finds me. Wait now, or I'm a certain type of girl, I can't afford for everybody. I'm a high value man. Touch grass, bring the camera close to me. Touch grass. All these, high value man you're doing. What's the value? What's that? What are you bringing to the table? I'm the table. All this nonsense conversation is because life has not dealt with you. That's the problem. Some of you,
we live in a bubble of internet.
Some of you need to suffer. You need to suffer so that things can happen, because some of the things people are tweeting, you especially based on Snapchat. If you're not coming to me with this kind of energy,
if you're not pressing money clear,
I'm a queen.
If you know the press money clear,
my feminine energy, my masculine energy. I like a man that handles everything. You are grown as adults. At the age of 25, 26, you are going to 30. You want people to be handling stuff for you. Yeah, again, you are not special. You are not special.
You're not all that.
There's nothing that's special about you, except if you're, but you're not special.
I like that we all know what to say without him saying it. However, he is onto something. I'm of the opinion that we on the internet, we live in a bubble.
Okay.
Right? We think that internet fame equals to celebrity status. That you are an influencer doesn't mean that you are a celebrity. Right? That you're a public figure. Don't get me wrong.
When the influencers go to a place,
you might have.
You might go, oh my god.
Now you might have put in the hard work and done the work, but you don't have a physical. If your Instagram account get deleted today,
you're gone.
You have only your face to beg people.
Also, there's a video.
Have
you seen a video of I can't say
the
name of a former Big Brother housemate? It was Mio, where I think he was walking in with two bodyguards and they were holding him as if people were trying to move him. Meanwhile, the whole mall was empty. Nobody even cared. He was walking in like he was. You would know him, don't worry. But I can't say his name out here. And so this is the problem.
You called president's name, government's name. Is it names of the?
I didn't call president name.
I know. I mean, you called name dropped top official. So why not just finish?
I can't drop his name. Don't worry. Okay. See, I've been through. My tweets are prone to be problematic. Somebody is going to see it. So please. Okay. But like I said, I feel like everybody needs to step out.
So please touch grass, like you said. Leave the internet.
Smell it.
Internet fame is not all that, right? I get it that we are closer together. People, you have 5,000 views, 6,000 views, and everything, but I don't want you to be deluded to think that what you have on the internet is substantial enough to sustain you. It can. Don't get me wrong, it can. But please, you are not that special.
Also, one last thing.
That's the second last thing.
No, one last thing.
Oh yeah.
Because you think you have Yash. So you think that because
This was part of the one
Wait,
that did not talk. Finish.
because you think you have bomb. So you don't answer your text. Who's gonna spank it for you? Spank your own bomb yourself for Malicha. I'm texting you for 3 days.
So thank
You're
you,
not
man.
special.
This
I
is
mean,
where-
even though I'm crashing out, I've been crashing out since you didn't text me, but you're not special.
This is where I roll out the curtains.
Okay, yeah,
Thank you
sure.
so much. It's been a great
It's
conversation.
a great conversation.
From the looks of my eyes, I'm sort of exhausted.
yeah,
Um,
this guy needs to sleep.
Bruh, man, it's insane. Anyways, thank you so much for listening and for sticking with us.
I just want to give a shout out. I'm so
My
glad
grandma.
I made it here. I just give a shout out to my grandma, man. She always told me I'll be on a podcast.
Bruh, man, thank you so much. I do hope I don't get cancelled for any of this podcast episodes.
I feel like the canceling will come from me because I've said a lot of shit.
So please, don't come for me, please.
Please
I'm
come for him.
I'm a
Don't
man
come
of
for me.
peace. I will reason with you if you're a reasonable person. If you're not, I can't. Your opinions are yours. So love
They
what you
go
love.
gym when Sabi fights. Oh my
Love what you love. I did do boxing
He
sometimes.
does boxing from time to time. So yeah.
So alright now, love and lights. Don't forget that you are a star. Don't stop shining.
You're not a star.
You're a star like mad. You're a star. You're not special. Too much. No, we have billions of stars still, so you can still be a star.
Sky. Okay.
All right, bye bye.
All right. Bye.